All right, say something, somebody.
Yep.
Just making sure. All right, just making sure it was catching y'all. All righty. What's good, everybody? We back, Hunter Association Podcast. Good day, man. Good day. I think chapter 20. I think we cooking with some hot grease in chapter 20. I think it's doing pretty good. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Yeah. I know Trent. You say you was finishing up. JC, you read chapter 20?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. No, I finished.
Oh, you finished up. All right. Bet. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it, man. Y'all know me, JD, JC, Trent.
Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead and get it started, man. Chapter 19. What was y'all thoughts on it? I know we started off with chapter 19. The aftermath of Esil and everything showing up, all that good stuff. What was your thoughts on it, JC?
Do I care? That's the. I kept thinking to myself, like, do I care about Esil right now?
Why don't you care about Esil, bro? Well, what did Esil do? First of all, what did Esil do to the author of this series, bro? Because Esil been getting hold ever since she stepped foot in this bitch.
I'm talking about from the beginning.
Like, what did she do to the author where the author was like, fuck this girl, bro? Like, why is she catching so much flack?
That's a good question. I don't know what it is about her. Maybe I cared about her in the original series, but she came back. I was like, okay, she's gonna join the party. Everybody kind of knew that, but it was just like her backstory and everything. I was just like, everybody getting killed. She's the last one left. Okay, cool, I guess.
That boy said, I mean, she getting killed. She's the last one left. That's cool. Oh. All right, Trent, are you happy Esil is back, or are you kind of along the lines with JC?
I'm neutral.
Neutral, okay.
Yeah. We kind of expressed our thoughts about why everybody's nerfed. I didn't like that, but I understood it. But we also we'll get into it. But I agree with you earlier about just solo level, or just this starting to pick up being good. So, yeah, I'm glad to see a familiar face overall.
I guess. What'd you say, JC?
So how you feeling?
I like that Esil's back. I think it's kind of messed up. They're using her kind of as a punching bag per se. Like, she just getting shitted on, and I think that's kind of messed up. I'm like, damn, what did she do to piss everybody off? Like, she getting the butt of the jokes. She getting dismissed. They calling her useless. I'm like, well, damn, what?
That's just Beru. That's just Beru.
But
why are you writing this potion on this useless demon? Like, what are we?
But I'm saying it's the constant whop. I'm like, shit. Damn, let that girl live. Getting that girl to 40 lashes. Like, damn. Her whole family died, and Beru like, I don't give a fuck. I'm letting it all ring out. I don't care if your whole family died or nothing. That don't mean nothing to me.
So
he's always had that kind of complex until like Bellion came. So now he gets to be basically big dog again.
I don't know, bro, because I don't know. I mean, technically, he was always the big dog until Bellion. How?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But
so he was used,
But he didn't
talk to the dang shit until Bellion came.
But he ain't taught that way to Igris and Tusk.
Igris, I see as like his equal, like the left hand.
But he ain't taught that way. He ain't taught that way about Tusk though.
I don't think they interacted very much, did they? I mean, not Tusk and
Beru. You talking about Igris and Beru?
No, I'm talking about Tusk and Beru. I mean, Igris and Beru are always kind of near each other, but I don't think they really talk. Actually, Igris didn't talk till the very end, right?
Yeah, and even then, it was only like a couple of words.
Right, yeah.
But even if the talking wasn't there, it's just the fact like he ain't do all that shit talking to them. So why all of a sudden Beru just in his shit talking bag?
Well, I think it's maybe because he's a shadow, right up under the Jinwoo, and they're just demons. They're like, you're living. You're not actually serving him like I am. He has that complex. So maybe if there were shadows, then he might feel a little bit better because they can, be a little bit more useful. Maybe.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think it's kind of disrespectful a little bit. But who am I? Who am I? I don't know.
So I got the question of this
Yeah.
this author who's writing it. So is he just like writing a real world story with demons? Because basically they spread crack through hell, and they started tweaking, and they took over. Like that's basically all it was.
Hey, man. I
They
mean,
tweaked it. Don't you?
yeah,
Literally.
yeah. He was like, yeah. She was like, it was a rebellion. Jinwoo left. He left us in charge. We was doing our thing. Then the people was getting tired of us, being in charge. So they got this crack, the star crack, and then they started snorting it, and then they started cooking it up, and then they started passing it along to their people, and then, eventually all of them got a little more powerful, and they just overwhelmed our family. That's pretty much how it went. It wasn't like they were stronger than them, but it was just all of them was just at a decent level to where the numbers just overwhelmed them.
I mean, I guess you would get tired as a demon fighting. Like she was supposed to be S rank, right? So
She was S rank. Well, that's
she
what
was
they
supposed
said.
to be at that point. She's S rank, so
Mm-hmm.
we're looking at it. Maybe a lot of B ranks, some A ranks, and they just. I mean, I guess their family didn't want to get involved in the booger sugar. That is like, hey, you know what? Oh no, she said that it didn't really affect like people with higher mana, so they couldn't take it.
Yeah.
Not that they didn't want to take it.
They couldn't.
Yeah, they couldn't take it.
So, I don't know. I mean, it sucks, but yeah, it didn't have an effect on high ranking mana. It had effect on low ranking ones.
With no side effects too. What kind of chemist made this?
What, that it took their life force? I think it was. That was a side effect.
No. I think. Hold on. I thought it said
What?
no side effect in one of this.
I had to look. I don't remember. I remember it saying in 19 that used by a lone ranking demon, it greatly amplified their mana. Oh yeah. Yeah, right. No, yeah, it didn't have a side effect. It was that it just amplified their mana with no cost.
Hear me out. I think that gives a benefit to the story.
Okay.
Because I'm
Go ahead
just
and
thinking
spit.
kind of. Go ahead.
Go ahead and spit. No, I'm just saying, go ahead and cook.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I think kind of overarching. It's like, okay, and we'll get into chapter 20 where we find or we realize, okay, Suho's not really strong enough yet. But if these demon guys are not S rank, and they still have the capability of taking the star power, we're either going to get a star power boost later on, or Suho's going to have to be weak enough for long enough to fight a few more of these guys to where it matters, you know what I mean, or to where the stakes are somewhat or their power levels are somewhat comparable, you know what I'm saying, like unless we introduce more villains or he starts fighting Interim directly, but Interim can't visit the world, right? For right now we only know that there's one Interim vessel, human vessel.
Yeah, we have the apostles right now.
Right, so we have those apostles which are weak enough to take the star power. Then we have those guys and 2 humans on our hit list right now. Is that correct?
Are the apostles weak enough to do the apostles need to take the star powder?
Wait, the apostles are the guys that we just fought, right?
No,
they're just demons.
Okay, so I am missing one tier. So
And-
we haven't even met an apostle yet.
Yeah, so this was my thought, and JC will appreciate this. The apostles are the new evil nation levels. Are we in agreement with that?
I'll give
the
you that.
monarch?
That
Be-
makes sense.
Because the reason why I said that is because the nation levels, they were only nation level because of the brilliant light. But now the interim have these apostles, and I'm assuming the apostles have, I can't say they have star powder, but maybe they have something similar to brilliant light, which will make them apostles. Because I would assume we would end up fighting the apostles, and that's like one of the final villains or whatever.
Those are dudes with the halos, right?
Yeah.
Now, is there a
Whatever
reason
they
that
are.
you would say the new nation levels and not the new monarchs?
I mean, I guess we could say the new monarchs. I mean, monarchs, nation levels. The basis of what I'm trying to get at is because of the brilliant light and stuff. But
I figured. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing nothing.
yeah, the reason I didn't want to say monarchs because there aren't any monarchs. All they have is descendants. So, just for the sake of not getting confused, that's why I didn't want to use the monarchs.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Even though I do like the descendant. I know this is a side comment, but I do like the descendant portion of this.
I am intrigued. Well, I guess we can go ahead and get to chapter 20. It wasn't much in 19, but all right. I am intrigued that they made Esil the descendant of the White Flame, and I'm guessing that was mainly because she was the last living noble. I don't know how I feel about that.
But I thought it had to be like in the bloodline, though, right?
Yeah, well, she is. So she's like I thought they. Well, am I tripping
yeah,
on that?
maybe
Didn't
she-
make that clear.
Yeah,
mean,
she's a
She's the
noble.
last one, too.
Yeah,
I
so
didn't
it's
know-
like it's almost
feel
like the
like-
last heir, kind of like on some Game of Thrones shit. Like whoever's the last, and like whoever's alive.
Yeah, but 100%. But like, they didn't want to kind of put that in the original, cause like,
She was a descendant.
yeah, just like this clan, who wasn't the number one clan, were the descendants of the monarch, and they weren't even the strongest clan.
Exactly. So that's why I was a little iffy on that. Cause I'm like, they wasn't the strongest clan.
But she was in that same area, though, right? So we knew that she was like.
You talking
I
about?
guess we only really knew that she was a demon.
Yeah,
But
we knew she was.
that she was in the whatever clan. I guess we didn't know that Demon King Baran was anything about him, but she was in his like domain, like in his region.
But
in his
what?
country.
But would that make him like a part of his lineage, or did he have like were all the? Well, I guess you could say maybe all the demons in that particular region was part of his lineage, and their clan was
Right.
just the lowest at the particular time.
Okay.
So like, yeah, and I don't know, but and I could be reaching with the comparison here, but kind of how I imagine you might appreciate the reference with the Amnesty-Reader's viewpoint, demon castles. Like I feel like if you're the demon king, you're the demon king of that like area. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, even though the other demons, we don't even know if I guess they were fighting against each other in the first one as well. But all we really saw was ruins and shit like that. But you would assume that I was like, okay, like even the Hound or whatever was guarding shit. Like they all had a role.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was running some kind of like Darkseid running Apocalypse type shit. Like he just running a ruined world.
Okay, I got a question. So, are demons able to level up, or do we know that?
I would say no.
As of right now, I don't know.
I would say no because she just noticed that she had they may be able to get stronger like throughout their, whatever they're like, kind of like humans do. I guess I don't. But she just mentioned that she just for the first time ever saw like a notification box, right?
No, I mean not as in like level up as in Jinwoo, but I mean I guess that was, soul leveling. I guess I should have said level up, but because she didn't seem like an S rank back in the original, but then we found out in this new one she's an S rank, and now I'm asking the question, like, how vast is the S rank ranking?
In the demon part?
No, just in general.
Oh, just in. Oh shit! I don't.
Did
I
we
mean,
know for sure that she wasn't an S rank? I can't remember
No,
the
they
confrontation.
no. Beru said she was an S rank at the time of. If we're talking about original solo, it didn't say what rank she was.
Did it ever say she was strong or weak?
She was strong. Well, she was strong because she was bodying the shadows. Blah said
Yeah,
in the chat that she was bodying Jinwoo's shadows when he first got there till Jinwoo spooked her. And he said the only person she couldn't beat at the time was Tusk.
what was Tusk back then?
What was he back then? I don't
That's
think
what
he
I'm
was. Was he
saying.
S rank?
No, he
Tusk
wasn't
was
S
A
rank.
rank.
Yeah, but he was A. Yeah, I think he
Yeah,
was A rank.
at that time,
Oh,
Tusk was
so
A.
Jinwoo was A rank. So S rank.
Yeah, Jinwoo was S rank at the time. Tusk was A rank because it was the A rank gate they went into, or was it a B rank gate they went into? It was a lower rank gate, and then it turned out to be a stronger rank. Tusk was in there. Jinwoo bodied it by himself.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Great fight though. It's a great fight.
That might be fair because I mean, if we're gonna judge her versus Tusk, like maybe she was also factoring in like, hey, this shadow. I don't remember.
Did he have the orb of avarice there?
Yeah, he had the orb. He had a power up, but I'm even
Okay,
almost
then.
assuming that's still involved in his A ranking. So I'm thinking maybe she factored in his like revivability and shit like that. You know, maybe she was just like, yo, I can't. You know, I can't deal with killing him multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at it. Esil's S rank. We'll give her that. Jinwoo's S rank, and then during that arc, he said that the only people that would really give him any trouble would be Baby Girl and Go Hee. If he had to guess, I'm not sure why he said that, but it was Cha and Go Hee that he was kind of comparing the strength to. So he was S rank at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like the vastness of what can be S rank after you look at the entire series, Jinwoo, all the nation levels, Esil's even S rank. Is she at the bottom of S rank?
I mean, I don't know. We haven't really.
And Jin was able to body everybody then.
Well, I don't think Esil was S rank at that time. I think Esil was probably like A rank.
I mean, so they're able to get stronger. Not,
Or maybe she
Don't-
got blessed by Jinwoo.
The only it's tough to say because it might be one of those things where it's just a plot hole because it's a new author and not really not really taking the liberties from the original series. It could be one of that, or it could be that after Jinwoo elevated their clan and their clan became number one, and after all the years or whatever they've been there, maybe that became S rank then, or maybe just because of the time flip she was S rank. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, it could be just a plot hole.
I think this is the first one that we've seen that might be, I'm not calling it a misstep, but just maybe a little oversight. Because I think the dude, I can't remember his name, in 20, he was A rank then.
Mm-hmm.
Was he A rank in the original one? The villain, the bad guy, whatever his name is? Yeah, so
he was A rank.
It seems like maybe just an oversight, or maybe she was S rank and it just didn't matter at that point.
Or it's just a plot hole.
Yeah.
It could just be a plot hole.
The power scaler in me is like, so who's gonna like
right.
Cha or Esil? Who would win that fight? She's S rank.
That's the thing. It's I almost don't want to say it's a plot hole because it's close enough. Like he was pretty close, so why would he be, why would he be only one rank off? So maybe he did take the liberties of saying, either way, he covered his whatever it was by resetting her power.
Yeah, covered his bases. I was that she can't, like, even if she's healed, she can't be S rank. So I am a little confused how she gets her power back because it just took her blood from her. So When her
Maybe as time go by and her heart pumps more blood, and I don't fucking
our bodies make blood. I don't know how it does it, but it does.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Maybe she need a blood transfusion.
I'm
I
not a
don't.
doctor, but
Right.
that'll make her weaker. But I mean, eventually she's gonna
Maybe
get her power back.
Yeah,
right?
maybe it's kind of like Beru. You're just gonna take time and absorb mana.
Oh, is that gonna be the thing that everybody does? Come back weaker. It's gonna take time.
It might
That
be,
seems to be.
and I think it's especially for the companions, which we're about to get into that. Her being a companion, her having her own domain in the shadow realm. Maybe that's how she could slowly get her powers back, because Gray was doing all the hunting. Remember him and Gray, Suho and Gray was hunting for like 3 hours.
Right.
So maybe with Esil having her own domain and her hunting, that will help her gain her power back.
So can she be summoned from that realm like Gray is, like from the shadow?
I would assume so, but also at the same time, it's like I don't fucking know.
We're making the Power Rangers of soul leveling. Or,
Yeah, and why would she want to live in the shadow realm though?
I mean, because
nowhere else to go.
Right, she homeless technically. Technically, she ain't got no home.
I mean, no, but crackheads where she lives, really.
This dude.
No, it's just. What do you mean? It's nothing but crackheads where she lives.
But I mean, if she got to fight, she clearly can't fight right now.
Shit. So you saying the demon realm is Skid Row?
Maybe worse.
Oh my god.
Well, she would have to fight, but they're low level.
Yeah, they're lower
threats and
level.
stuff, right?
I would
Like,
assume she can take them on. I would assume lower level goblins and whatnot.
Let me go back to the chapter because there wasn't any enemies were in that part, right?
Not at that specific time though.
Yes, well, that's just her house.
She'll make a home out of something.
I mean, to sleep outside, it'll be all right.
You got no covers.
I mean, does it even get cold there? Who knows?
I don't know. Maybe the weather's just perfect.
Just still.
Oh my god. All right. So chapter 20, we got a lot more information. We found out that the companions can also get the status screen, which is interesting. The other interesting. See, okay, so when I first saw Esil as being a companion, I couldn't stand it. I hated it. I kind of hated it. I'm gonna be real, because I was like, this whole fusion thing, because I was going off of what Gray was, and I was like, this whole fusion thing, I don't know if I like it. But then it turns out she doesn't really fuse. He just pretty much, she just gives him her mana, and then he just makes a strike, and kind of just like a charged up fist. So I guess
how this looks.
What the charged up
art?
strike?
Yeah, I was like, oh, about to do.
Yeah, I thought you were about to do a Rasengan or some shit. I had no idea.
It's funny you say that because I was thinking that once he punched the wall, it was gonna be like Rasengan effects. I was like, okay.
Something.
No, I knew. I see the way they've been holding her in this series so far. Like I knew that it wasn't gonna happen. I knew whatever
cool for nothing.
I was like, whatever.
0%.
I knew it because I was like, whatever was gonna happen with her attack, that bitch wasn't gonna do nothing. And sure enough, ain't do nothing. But like Trent said, it was at 0%, so it didn't really charge up at all. The question is, how long does it take to charge to even get it to 50 or 100%? Or does it just matter how much mana she puts in?
Okay, so I'm going to assume, I don't know how she charges it up. But I'm going to assume that once she finally gets to 100, that's going to be her pretty close to S rank. And when she gives him all this power, she's going to basically power down, honestly. I'm not saying she's going back to how weak she was, but it's literally giving all her power to him, so. it's like almost a catch-22. Like at the very end, I might as well give you the power to do what you gotta do. But I mean, it's like just a what am I looking at? Video game term was like. It's basically give somebody like a power up, like a one up. Not a one up, but what's the Final Fantasy term that I could think of?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
What for like
It's
giving
like
a power up?
him like a
Yeah, just literally just a power up. The stats
Like an
increase
assist or
for a little
whatever.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah, like little stat boost.
Yeah, a little assist or like bumper
Whatever you want to
assist,
call it.
whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah. What's
Little
up? What's
team
up?
combo.
What's up, D's? What's going on? Blah said it probably depends on how strong she is. Okay, the more power she gets back, the higher the percentage. Which is, yeah, possible. Kind of what we're saying. Maybe the stronger she gets, the higher the percentage. The more power she earns back, it'll be quicker to charge it up, and it'll actually do something. I guess the one problem is she gave Suho her power, even though it was at 0%, but she was pretty much done for.
She damn near passed out.
Right. So is this even a good move? Because let's say they fighting like a bunch of people, and she's over there fighting, and Suho's like, "Yeah, I'm about to use this attack real quick. Esil, give me your shit," and she pass out. Would that even be worth using?
Well, I mean, he's unlike Beru. He's not heartless, so he's not gonna do it and put her in danger.
I don't know yet, man.
Well, here's the thing: can he max her? Because now that she has like, I don't know, domain over that area, can he just like use that and just like be like, okay, kind of just basically put her back in the space mid battle in the inventory?
It's a return.
Yeah, basically return. Go back,
Look, go back in the Pokeball.
Go rest up and be safe.
Not the Pokeball, bro.
Hey, that's what I mean. Just go back, put it back in the Pokeball. We're good.
Or maybe she will be able to bear it as she regains her own strength. Because what would you say? How strong would I don't remember if they said it, but how strong is she right now? Like
I mean, those demons were.
I don't think they did say it. I don't think they said how strong she was currently.
What would you guess?
Probably D rank, D or C.
Yeah, probably, C or D rank maybe.
So maybe as she ranks up, she'll be able to have more than like one blast, basically.
I would
understand. She came in there with the confidence, but she knew she was weaker than she was. Why did she just?
I don't think she knew she was that. Yeah. I don't think she knew she was that weak. I think she was shocked herself. She was like, "Oh
injured,
shit!"
I thought she was injured when she got there.
She did come in a little roughed up. In her defense.
She getting tortured or something?
Hey man, if she was the last survivor, she had to fight her way up out of there.
So, okay, if we get Esil out the way, what is this multi-universal, or this is universal, like this drugs everywhere?
Oh, the star crack?
Yeah, it's...
I need to figure out more about the distribution. Like...
who the corner boys,
Yeah, how the fuck is this in hell in there? Like,
well, because... Because it was the apostles.
Yeah.
But I thought they said a human created it though, right?
So, okay, the demons created it originally. And hold on, let me find it in the chapter real quick.
No, the demons created it originally, and then there's a human that did something.
Okay. So, hold on, let me go to the chapter. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. So the demons were being sourced with humans from the Hyena Guild, who they then infected to become mist burns, which are used as an ingredient in star powder. They are manufacturing star powder at locations besides the one from earlier, and these locations are called star powder factories. Yeah, Hyena kidnaps the humans. Reaper Guild delivers them to the factories. Factories use them to make star powder. And then the demons use the star powder in order to get stronger.
Okay.
But originally, the mist burns are from outer space. So we have
Right,
regular,
that's confusing.
yeah. So we have regular mist burns, and then with them trying to make the star powder, it actually makes people or humans, in this fact, mist burns. Which, did any humans from outer space get kidnapped, and that's how mist burns became created in the first place, or?
I don't know. Maybe the first mist burns were actually, like you said, monsters, right? They blatantly said it was. Well, they originally said mist burns are monsters that were, whatever.
Yeah, they said the mist burns originally were from outer space. So, did somebody fly a spaceship from Earth into space? The interim was like, "Yo, let me get that real quick," and then they was like, "We need to make some star powder." They was like, "Look, we got these little, humans here. We don't know what to do with them. Let's go ahead and do something crazy." And they was like, "Oh snap, mist burns." And then they was like, we can make star powder from these mist burns. And then that's how it transferred all the way down to Earth. Or is that too much headcanon?
Wow. I think it might be a little more intentional than flying a spaceship into space.
Because the fact that they said mist burns are originally from outer space, but you can take regular humans from Earth, put them in these factories to produce star powder, but they become mist burns in these factories, which then produces the star powder that the demons use.
Right. I'm assuming it doesn't take anything but a little bit of damage for a mist burn to turn a human into a mist burn, right? So they got to just figure out a way to just make them mist burns. I'm not sure what that process is. Apparently they perfected it.
But also another question is, the star powder was the star powder originally in hell, in the demon realm, or did the interim place it in the demon realm?
I think that's where the apostles come in, because the interim can't come into this world yet or this universe yet, but the apostles can. So they started off with the demons, and then that's where the whole manufacturing thing came in. So they started off with the demons.
So the interim got the apostles to go into the demon realm to spread the star crack there. And then once they saw how it was working, they was like, "Yo, we can use this to our advantage." So then the apostles came. Also. So apostles came back from hell, went to the interim, was like, "Yo, I'm gonna be the plug. Give me the shit. I'ma go, because I got a lot of crackheads over here in hell who looking for something to snort, and they was like, I'ma start, building the factories and everything so we can get this going." This is pretty much Power Solo Leveling Edition.
I never watched Power, but yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah. Or if you've seen Snowfall Solo Leveling Edition, whichever one that has drugs and they slanging it on the corner, that's pretty much what this is. Cause that's pretty much how they setting it up. It was like, yeah, one and going here, and that's how it does. It's crazy.
I just wonder. Okay, so you got the demons hooked on it. Mm-hmm. You're starting to get. When is that human element going to come in? Because it hasn't really hit the streets yet.
It's hitting the streets because it's hitting the streets.
The guy knew about it.
Well, the old dude, what was it? The D ring. He already had something. He had a little booger sugar already.
No. I thought he found it.
No, he said he got it. He didn't say he found it. He said he had got something.
Oh,
He got his hands on something.
yeah, but they don't know how it's made though.
Exactly.
So it's gonna be.
But given how these hunters are, you think they would really care how it's made?
Oh nah.
Especially if they can be like S rank or something one day, or just they go in there with, Star Crack, go get another, reawakening scan, and what the first time they went in, they was D rank and now they C rank because they take the star powder right before. I don't necessarily think I don't think none of them would really care. They'd be like, well, shit, me. You know what I'm saying?
But is it a day or a week that they get that power up?
I don't remember.
I thought it was a week, but maybe it might be a day.
It could be a week. Could be a day. I had to go back.
I mean, if there aren't any real side effects, well, maybe not for demons, because I'm getting mixed up. Because I know demons don't have any side effects, but I can't remember if it does anything to the humans, if it drains their life force at all.
I want to say it doesn't, but I could be totally wrong.
I just pop one a week and
no, because I remember somebody said it drains their life force.
That's what I'm thinking. For humans, it might drain their life force. So, but they're not really gonna know that.
I don't think that
until something starts happening to them.
Hold on, let me go back and look, because I remember somebody's.
I don't remember it being well, I can't say I remember being addictive because we haven't seen a human take it for that long. But if it really is addictive and then it drains their life force, I mean, I'd have to assume that eventually it just turns into a mist burn. Wouldn't that make sense?
If they take it long enough, they'll turn to a mist burn?
Yeah.
Possible.
I'm not sure how long they have to be, or maybe it's a mana or a level thing. Like it takes an A rank, longer to turn to a mist burn. It would take a D rank, but.
I'm scrolling through. I'm trying to see. Because I remember somebody, I don't know if it was the low ranking demons that said it. I want to say it was the low ranking demons that said it.
I'm just wondering where it's going to go to, because, I mean, you got this stuff in different realms, and it's on Earth. Eventually, you get the human side of it, of people, just being way stronger. It's got to be on the news eventually. People going into dungeons they're not supposed to go into, and getting famous because they're taking that stuff and not telling anybody. Like you'd have to assume.
Okay,
what was that?
So the hunter says you can take it and it lasts a week, and it's enough to raise the rank of a low rank one whole rank.
A whole week of, I'm telling you, that's some gains right there.
I'm telling you, man, they gonna get it to where they gonna make it to where the stronger ones can use it and just be unstoppable. I think that's the end goal. But I want to say the demons, it drained their life force. I know that was a fucking thing. I know that was a damn thing, bro. I know I ain't tripping.
I thought it drained somebody's life force, but after this chapter, it just said it had no side effects. So
that can't.
Where I'm supposed to go with.
Cause I know they said, bro. I know they said that in the chapter because I remember us talking about it. So that would lead me to believe either one, we have a huge plot hole because we don't know what the author is going with, or two, mistranslation.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for the demons to be taking it knowing that it's killing them. Like, that would be something they would definitely stay away from.
Not if they can perfect it, and to where when they perfect it, it wouldn't take their life force.
But
I mean, that would make sense to me, to where it was like, yo, we gotta perfect it so we can use it to where it won't take our life force.
Yeah, but how are they gonna affect it? They don't even know.
I
I think
mean,
most of them don't even know how it's made.
we know some of them. Okay, yeah, it was the demon because he said, with this, the star powder production should proceed smoothly this time. The poison passed down as demon secrets, a stimulant created based on the mad blood poison, the star powder. Originally, the mad blood poison strengthened one's mana in exchange for sapping the user's life force. But to think the
So
side
originally,
effect would be improved simply by changing the hellfire to the fires of the mistburn. Once firing up the essence stone dipped into the demon's blood, all of this is thanks to the apostles who taught us the ways for its production.
hold on. So they were using Hellfire first
Yeah.
to make it. Then they went to the mist burns,
And I guess because now they're
dipped it
using
in
the
blood.
so I'm guessing
What?
now they're using the mist burns, it doesn't drain their life force.
What? Hold on. They dipped it in blood. Whose blood?
The demon's blood. Oh, girl's family. That's why she's the only person left, right?
Let's see, but I think the side effect would be improved simply by changing the hellfire to the fires of the mistburn. Once firing up the essence stone dipped into a demon's blood, all of this. Yeah, so okay, so I guess the mad blood poison was originally made using the hellfire. But now that they able to use the mistburn's fire, and they can still use the mad blood poison or the mad blood or whatever the case may be, and with the new mistburn's fire, it doesn't take away the life force anymore. That's what I'm assuming is going on.
What?
Unless it was a mistranslation.
No. I mean, that makes more sense because it wouldn't make sense for them to actually be using it now. They're still taking their life force, and eventually, if you're able to outlast them in the war that they were having because they were taking their life force, they would have killed themselves off.
So this brings me to another question: were they using this when they did the rebellion? Were they using the new star powder when they did the rebellion, or the old?
They would have had to be doing a new one because they would have killed themselves. Because the war took a while, right? They just happened to outlast them. So if it takes a while,
Unless it
killing
was
yourself trying to.
Unless it was just that many demons.
I mean, yep. I'm thinking it's a new one. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know, man. It's confusing. And I feel like it's like mad plot holes, but I could be wrong. But I feel like it's like a shit ton of plot holes.
I don't know. I don't know if it's. I can't say they're plot holes. I
I
still
mean,
think we're still.
it could be plot holes for now, but then it gets explained later. But right now, it just doesn't make sense because you say one thing, you say just 3 chapters ago that it drains the life force, and then now it doesn't drain the life force.
Well, he said the original drained the life force.
Yeah, but I guess when they said that, it didn't give any indication that what they were doing now didn't drain the life force. So I guess we just at that time we assumed that it still drained the life force.
Yeah. And well, until this chapter, or was it 19, it said that it was no side effects.
Yeah. But okay, so in 2 years, all of this was. Hold on, bro. Math ain't math. Hold up. How long was that damn war? They were fighting.
What, the demons?
Yeah, Esil and Hank. Because the gates only been around for what, 2 years in this timeline?
Well, that don't mean that they weren't fighting a war in the demon world, right? Because he said there's nothing but peace until.
Well, the reason why I said that is because if they didn't have mistburns to make the new one, then like we said, they probably should have died out because they were losing their life force. unless the
But I
life
thought you
force
said
of
that
a
the
demon.
apostles.
That's what it
I mean,
said. But see, this is why I say shit ain't making sense. shit feel like it's not making sense. Let me see. Going back. Uh-huh. Demon King. Rank number 1. For a few decades. Okay, peace. Okay, so a half a year ago.
Oh, so it took half a year.
A half a year ago, a mana
them to
amplifier
get-
called Star Powder began spreading amongst the demons. Kind of think of it here, something blah blah blah. Fought the demons, da 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 da. Though it didn't have much effect on the high-ranking demons with large amounts of mana, if used by low-ranking demons, great. Okay, without a cost. So, I guess they was already manufacturing the new Star Powder with the mist burns.
Mhm.
I guess that's what we can go with. So that's why it didn't have a side effect at that particular time. But the previous demons, I'm guessing they was around for a while because they said it used to take their life force.
Yeah, but they're probably
So maybe
like elves that live forever, live hundreds of years. So maybe, I mean, if you're cutting your life force by a couple years and you live hundreds of years, I guess it really don't matter to you. But
well, that's why I said well maybe demons have a longer lifespan. So
right,
she didn't know it didn't have a side effect because maybe their lifespan is a lot longer. But I don't I don't fucking know. I throw my hands up. I don't know.
so these demons that in the story now took Stardust, Star whatever you want to call it,
Starcrack.
and it raised their levels to what would you have? What would you guess?
The lower grade ones, I have no idea. Cause
I'm talking about the ones that Suho fought.
I don't know. Cause he took it to fight a D rank. So I have no idea, bro. Cause if he was that strong, he took it to fight a D rank and one C rank who was a healer.
But I felt like they could feel Suho's energy, and they said there was a strong one there. That's why he took it.
But if he didn't need to take it to fight the C rank or the D rank, then
Oh, I don't think. I think he took. I think JD is right. I think he took it for the C and D because if he would have already knew that Suho was like. Because remember, like he was dragging bodies back. He really wasn't worried about another person after that.
Yeah, you're right. So a C rank is what he was taking it for.
I don't know because I don't know. We
Maybe
never
he
got
took
a
it because it was multiple numbers. Huh?
possible.
Yeah, but he took it in the middle of the fight, right?
Yeah,
He took it
right
before.
right before he charged at him, he took it.
Oh, boy.
But still, I mean, we never got an indication on how strong they were.
They were lower ranked demons, is all we know, right?
Yeah,
Maybe he didn't need to take it, and maybe he didn't need to take it, and they just kind of wanted to showcase.
he just wanted to body him quickly and get it over with.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we go with that and say he wanted to body them quickly and get it over with, so what rank is Suho currently?
Well, that's what I was asking.
So
Let's
it's
say
Because Lee Man Sung is
A rank, and
he's
Beru was
A
like,
shaking his
right,
fucking-
Beru was like, you don't want fuck with him, bro. You
that's
do
what I'm
not
saying.
want to
So I'm
smoke.
like,
'Cause I would have said B.
Can't. I don't think he's B.
that's
We've
what I'm
only seen him against C rank niggas so far, right?
I don't.
The highest we've seen him against. What rank was old boy?
Which one is old boy?
The wolf guy we beat.
Brokey?
It's in our yeah.
Did they ever say what Brokey rank was?
I don't know. I feel like somebody was a C rank. I could be tripping now.
Was it?
Maybe that's. Go ahead.
What chapter? See, it's rough because they dropped 13 chapters on our heads all at once.
Wasn't there a C ranked Mistburn guy that he beat? No, I think Beru came in. Did Beru come in then?
Yeah, Beru came in.
But I think that was after he beat that.
That was at the
C-rank guy,
beginning.
right?
What was the person he fought in the first dungeon where they went into?
Person he fought in the first time.
Because remember the one where he had the ego weapon, where he got the ego weapon. What was that, like chapter 10?
Good question. Hold on.
Because I want to say that one was C rank. The dude he fought in there was C rank. No, it wasn't chapter 10. Because
like Brokey looks like 11. From what I'm seeing.
yeah, so it was had to be chapter 8 because he picked up the sword in chapter 9. So whatever rank old boy was when he went in, which I'm assuming he was either D rank.
Oh, what in the world is that? Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So I guess we could just chop Suho maybe C rank right now, or high C, low B.
Okay, I mean that would make sense because if an A rank is, you know, making him shaking his boots like this, or not really shaking his boots, but he can't really tell how strong he is. Beru's like, nah, I'm gonna risk my life to stop you from getting over there.
Yeah, Beru's like, you don't really want that. I'm gonna be honest with you. He was like, you don't want that, bro.
How about, hold up, can we say how lame of a, like, I understand that you can use gold, but it was 7 out of 7, bro. Not one of them died.
Bro, I said the
7.
same thing. I said, bro, that's it. That's all our boy get after all that work. He get some gold, and then it wasn't even a lot of gold, bro. I'm like, you ain't even get a man a lot. I'm like, Jinwoo, you cheap, bro. You cheap as hell, fam. Like, come on, bro. I know you got way more duckers than that, bro. You could have gave your son a stack, fam. Like, come on.
At least another skill or something. I was expecting.
I'm like, man,
if you perfect, you can't. You just can't give me that. Man, I don't want this gold, bro.
That man only could buy a potion, bro. I mean, granted, potions cool and everything. I ain't poo-pooing on potions, but I'm like,
potion.
but
you're not supposed to get.
I'm like, that's all he can afford. That man couldn't afford nothing. I'm like, damn.
How'd the potion work on the seal?
I guess it worked. It didn't say it didn't work.
So I'm saying, but the potion, the description said he can't give it to anybody.
Okay, so yeah, but he can like pour it in their mouth. He just can't hand it to him.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay, so I found it. The dude in the first dungeon who was the lead squad, he was a C rank tank. And Suho beat him.
Looks just like him, so might as well.
This man. And Suho beat him. I can't necessarily say if he was weaker because he was taken over or not. That could just be headcanon. So I guess we can just chop it up. Suho's maybe high C, low B. That's about the most I can chop it up to.
So he doesn't. I mean, I guess he's gonna keep getting quests and everything, so he'll eventually get stronger.
Yeah, he'll get there
I'm
eventually.
just,
I don't
are
know.
we okay with this structure? Like the whole, like Jinwoo's basically holding his hand right now. Just basically, it's a nicer version of the system, but he's basically holding his hand right now. Just hey,
I'm not.
complete your chores. You get your little money. No, this isn't a chapter. This
That boy
somebody.
say, take out the trash, wash the
Yeah,
dishes, and I'm gonna give you
yeah.
a allowance.
I
That shit
almost
great.
wish it was a little different because of the fact that it's like, and maybe Jinwoo really doesn't have, maybe he just sets the system and doesn't really have too much control over it once he sets the basis of it. I'm not sure. Probably because I don't know. Like, does that mean he knew of the gathering of the descendants of the monarchs? You know what I mean? I don't know. But if maybe they would have just done it to where like, oh, the shadow monarch is gone and there needs to be a replacement monarch or something, like, just like via
Temporary
like the
replacement.
yeah, like the balance or something like that. Um, but yeah, I mean that's kind of just a pointless point, just to kind of.
I
go
think
off what
the
you were
only
saying.
I think the only thing so far with Ragnarok is I feel the power leveling and scaling is all over the place.
You
Be-
think so?
I I feel it's all over the place because we're having more discussions on like what's Suho's rank, what's the rank of all these people, what's the rank of the demons. Asil's not even S rank anymore. Don't give us an indication on what her rank technically is compared to now. We're assuming
I
she's
feel like that's our fault
DRC.
though,
I mean, is it our
because
fault?
we
I mean, because
look.
if we're not getting the answers on what it is, then we have to assume and think about what it could be.
Look, reason why I say it's our fault is because, like, number one, we're fans of the series,
Mm-hmm.
and we literally did podcast and talked about the original series, and the power scaling was such a big issue in that original series.
But I don't think it was that big of an issue in the original one. And
You don't think so?
the only reason I said that because we knew when Jinwoo got to a certain part. Because even like out the red gate, Jinwoo was like, "Yo, I think he was A rank at that particular time." He said, "Yo, I'm comparable to an A rank," or he was B. Yeah, I want to say he was comparable. He said he was comparable to an A rank. And then as time went on, he was like, "Okay, I'm after the Demon Journey." He was like, "Okay, I'm S rank right now," and all this stuff. So we was given indications on where his progress was. We haven't gotten an indication on Suho's progress. On top of the indication of Suho's progress, he's beating C ranks and stuff. So we're assuming maybe he's C rank, maybe B rank at the most, but we're not really given a direct indication on what he is. And now we have these demons who are taking their star crack, who is amplifying their mana. They're low rank demons, which we don't know what a low rank demon consists of as far as power. We're assuming the low ranking demon's power is C or D, but we're not sure. So that's why I say that I feel it's kind of all over the place because we're not really getting, I guess, progress updates on it. We're just kind of using headcanon to try and make it make sense.
Okay,
And it could also be
I
our
would.
fault because we're really trying to make it make
We want it to
sense.
be good. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we're trying to make it make sense. So maybe that is also our fault because we want the shit to make sense. So we're trying to put the pieces together, and we probably don't have all the pieces. I don't know.
You would just think that if you would just think, okay, if you're gonna do that,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna do it. You would just think, okay, if I'm gonna make a sequel of something, like it's gotta be cohesive.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, what did you just? I don't know. Did you just see the manga, see a couple forms, and decide that I wanna adapt these into, I wanna make Beru Pocket Beru and rerun the story. Which, don't get me wrong, that statement's kind of contradictory to how I felt towards the end of the chapter,
Mm-hmm.
where again where he was hiding. I was like, oh, okay, like this gives Sung Jin Woo in the real universe vibes. This
Mm-hmm.
gives this gives like stakes. But yeah, no. It's up in the air still. I would still say we're teetering on it being good, but you would think, I was just gonna say, you would think that if I'm gonna start this next solo leveling, I'm gonna try to make it make sense, or at least cover whatever and I guess he is still covering everything with the reset tax, but some of it still needs to, it still needs to make sense.
Well, we got the gauntlets, and then we got the somewhat Super Saiyan transformation. I mean, like it's not like he's permanently stronger than these people, but he's getting items or transforming and then becoming stronger.
So is that really the thing to where he's probably still, let's say, D or C rank, but because he has grade, because he has these gauntlets and stuff, it's pushing him to be able to defeat these C ranks, but without it, he would be struggling. Is that what
That's
we're
what
going
I'm
with?
thinking.
I mean, it's plausible.
Because I don't think his strength is growing as fast as Jinwoo's did.
No.
But no, what Jin went through some hellish
He went
type of
through.
training.
Yeah, he did go through
It's not really
gauntlets.
training, but I mean he literally had a whole bunch of shadows just go through the demon realm and say, hey, y'all go this way, y'all go this way, y'all go this way. And then even though he got less experience points from it, I mean they were just feeding him points throughout the until they started getting destroyed by stronger demons. But I mean, Jinwoo had some hacks, but I mean, Suho, you gotta do it different. So hopefully, these quote unquote items and power ups that he get is going to be the difference. Because I don't think he's going to be anywhere near as strong as Jinwoo was for a while.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the thing that helps him beat this guy is going to be Isil's power, whatever that's going to be.
it's going to be a combination of all of it, and probably because all these weapons that he has, and he's low level, just means that everything he gets is going to upgrade. And maybe that application stuff that we saw early on, we won't see. Maybe he does steer away from it. I doubt it. I don't know, because he's still that blend of recruiter / shadow prince. But it'll be a blend of everything, I think, because I'm just thinking, okay, maybe his ability is going to be in amassing enough just experience or mana or whatever to basically be a somewhat kind of like Sung Jin Woo, but his companions are not shadows,
Blaine said, "Will he ever be Sun Jin Woo level in the first place?"
Probably not. You probably maybe Sung Jin Woo level of like Dragon Monarch, pre-Dragon Monarch, but maybe not levels. Maybe not current Sung Jin Woo.
I don't know. No, because normally in sequels, especially when you have offspring of the original characters, you normally make the kid stronger than the previous generation.
Yes, eventually. Yeah, I think that's where it's going.
So, and that's just based off of multiple series we've all read growing up, and even till now with a lot of series who have sequels with kids. Whereas,
So what are we saying? Jinwoo doesn't win the war until Suho is strong enough to help him.
That's what they were saying.
I mean, that's
That was
possible because I don't see a reason. Because if Suho's not strong enough to fight the interim, then what are we doing this for?
Well, that's what Beru said.
To save the world, to save Earth at least. Wow.
Yeah, Beru said like you need to be strong enough to go and help your dad. That's the whole thing.
Beru did say that. So if you're right, so if he's not strong enough to fight gods, then what are we doing here? So eventually, whether he rivals Jinwoo in power or he surpasses him, he's gonna be fighting gods at the end of the day. So
Well, I just can't wait for that
he has to
status
get
window to come up.
yeah, he has to get strong enough to fight gods. So
You guys gonna see a status window.
oh my
It is
god.
gonna have something to do with getting these Shadow Monarchs powers or going a different direction. That's when the real story is gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. It's gotta happen. Because they keep, referring to him as the Shadow Monarch's kid, basically.
I mean, yeah, he baby Woo. Mm-hmm.
And then Beru's like looking at him, okay, you're like, you have some things similar to your dad, but you have some things that are different. And I just needed to get to that main difference. I was wondering if the system's gonna break or something's gonna happen to it, and then he has to do everything on his own all of a sudden. I don't know.
I mean, so far the main difference is just him being able to use all of the abilities better than Jinwoo could at when Jinwoo was currently at this particular stage.
I mean, he
used it, but he used it the way it was supposed to be used.
Yeah, Beru said when he did the whole shadow gauntlets with the wolves, that's something that Jinwoo has done before, but he's never been able to, have companions and use their powers like that. That's never been a power he's ever had, right?
No.
Actually, Jinwoo might have been able to do it, but he didn't want anybody in his party.
But that even if he didn't want to, no, Jin never had the power of companions.
How we know though, because he had the option to make people and put people in his party, but he always declined it.
Yeah, because it would give them experience. I think that's what it said, and he was like, "I don't want them to get experience." But I don't know. Blaine said, "Can they both hold the full Shadow Monarch powers at the same time?" Currently, based on what they said, no. They said they can only be one Shadow Monarch per world, I guess, or dimension, unless you have a thing to where, okay, I can see this going like two ways currently. I might think of a third one. First way, something happens to Jinwoo, and he gives his powers to Suho. Suho becomes a new Shadow Monarch.
It better. Oh no.
Second,
no.
Number two, Jinwoo goes to a different dimension. Suho becomes the Shadow Monarch of the current timeline and dimension we're currently in. And that's how the story ends. That's the only way I can see, based on what they said at this point. That's the only way I can see Suho becoming the full Shadow Monarch.
No, let Jin stay wherever he is fighting.
Which I would assume Suho would be like, nah, bro, you can just be the Shadow Monarch, fam. I'd rather have my family together. But that's the only two ways based on what they currently said.
Nah. He's going to decline the Shadow Monarch powers or something close to it because that's what his dad's doing. So, if Jinwoo dies,
unless they killed or Jinwoo doesn't die, the interim seal Jinwoo off, and the system, I guess Jinwoo has a fail-safe plan if something ever happened to him, Suho would inherit the Shadow Monarch's power. And Jinwoo would no longer be the Shadow Monarch because he was sealed away and then he transferred his powers to Suho. So now Suho is the new Shadow Monarch and Jin is going to be a regular ass nigga.
I don't know if he would.
That's part 3.
Would you want that for your kid though?
I don't know. What kind of parent is Jinwoo?
Well, I saw it was whatever.
I mean, what kind of parent is? I mean, is he like, hey, fam, you might not never wanted this in your life, but you gonna have to go ahead and hold this mantle for your boy.
But then what happened to all the shadows that he has? Did they disappear?
Well, that's why I say he would transfer his power. So I would assume it would transfer to Suho, just like how the powers, because remember, the original Shadow Monarch powers and shadows transferred to Jinwoo. So if it would transfer again, then Suho would just get all of Jinwoo's current shadows.
What was dude's name again?
I've got the dude name, but
Not almost at Azure.
Antares?
No way. Is that it?
I don't
What was
know.
his name?
Talking about the
Help us
dragon?
out.
No, he talking
No,
about the original Shadow
Shadow
Monarch.
Oh,
I can't remember his name
oh.
off the top of my head currently. But
Man.
that's the only way I can see it. Those
Nah,
only
we're not-
the only three
We're not
ways
giving him
currently.
the original powers. Like, there's no reason to. I mean, you're trying to make a new story. What would be the reason of giving him different powers just to give him the original?
No, because think about it. Think about this. This is Ashburn. Thank you, Blaine. So think about this. Let's say Jinwoo gets sealed, right? And let's just say this is what happens. Jinwoo gets sealed and transfer his power to Suho. Suho not only have all of Jinwoo's powers and shadows, but he will also have the new powers of being able to control the shadows that Jinwoo never could. On top of that, having the companions of all the different monarchs and having the power of all the different monarchs. So that in and of itself will make him stronger than Jinwoo. There you go. I saw the end of the story. Everyone's welcome. That's how the end of the story will happen.
Jinwoo gets sealed. That means he might as well be dead at that point.
Well, I mean, Suho can go and seal him, but he'll just be a regular ass dude afterwards.
Boo! I don't like it.
I mean, that like I said, those are the only three ways. Either one, he dies. Two, Suho, he transfers power to Suho, or
I mean, he don't have
Three.
to have the Shadow Monarch's power. That's a.
Well,
I would hope
this
this
is
be more imaginative than that.
well, this is just going off the thing of will Suho ever have the full power?
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm,
this is just
I'm
going
saying
off
no
that.
to that.
This is just going off that particular premise. But all right, man. Y'all got anything to say before we wrap it up? Head out. And anything else?
All good over here.
Yes, sir. I'm good as well.
All right. So what we giving chapter 19 and 20? Scale of 1 to 10.
Both combined,
Sure.
8.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
8.5. Yeah, I can agree with
Yeah.
that. 8.5 combined.
Like I
8.5.
said, 19 was okay. 20 was good.
Mm-hmm.
Neither disappointed.
Agreed. All right, man. That's gonna do it for this one. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. Hope y'all enjoy. You did make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel, share this out on social media for your boys, and let us know in the comment what y'all think. Do you think Suho could get the full Shadow Monarch powers, and if you do, how do you think he'll get it? Also, what do you think about Starcrack? Is it the new drug on the rise? Will the FBI bust a raid and go into the demon's kingdom and lair and all of these facilities and crack down on it? Or will it be too late and everybody gonna get high? Find out.
That dude got that many bottles of baby oil. Just saying. What?
Oh shit. Oh man, 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Oh, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. All right, y'all. Catch y'all later, bro. Peace.
Peace.
All right, working about doing dishes. Peace.